Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
And welcome back, everybody. There are so many different platforms, apps, technology available today. Sometimes it can almost be overwhelming, sometimes even confusing. I found one that is something that we can all use. Doesn't matter who you are, whether an individual, you've got a community, a company, a business. It's a web platform and it addresses the needs of many of us. WorldWisePeople is the company. He's the founder of it. We're going to learn more about this platform right now from Robert Swanson. Robert, welcome back. How are you?
Hey, Steve, good to be here. You bet.
So let's reset for anybody that may not have seen or listened to the last podcast when we got together. This platform, the platform is WordWise People, and Shroom is an acronym for something else. Let's go there.
What we're creating is platforms, and we needed a name for these. So the acronym describes what is the platform, what it does. It is super holistic resourcing. That's important in a number of ways. And that resourcing is done as organically organized media. And it's really important for people to understand how that changes the dynamics that people operate with the rest of society.
So with this platform, what makes it different from other ones out there or other ones that may have been around and not here anymore?
You think of a platform and it seems so aloof. It seems, you know, something I might touch on because I get a dopamine effect. But really, what's important to people is that you're a part of your community. So how do you make that connection using a platform, not to be an object of advertising, but to be
Mm.
someone who's actually contributing and important in your own community? So that's what's different is we have a number of things going on this platform that make you part of the community.
When you look at a platform such as Facebook, sponsor driven, so we're going to factor that out for just a moment. What's your overall view of Facebook? You know, then when it first emerged in, roughly 08, 09 to where it is today. Your just an overall view of that.
I am amused. Uh, so connecting with some of my friends there and seeing what they're up to, that's fun. Uh, Getting some of my news and innovative ideas from Facebook and similar platforms, that is fun. And I'm glad that we can have a medium for sharing these different ideas and keeping up to date with each other.
And it's free. I mean, aside, you're watching ads. Is your platform free?
It is free to sign up and use the lounge area. So the lounge is for casual conversation, and that's pretty much similar to what you might experience on one of the media platforms.
Hmm.
So when you're ready and you see that your life has a bigger purpose and your purpose is connecting with your community, then you take the step to spend, I don't know what the price would be, $35 a year, very minimal. And now you have available to you a number of means for connecting in the community as someone who's creating the community.
AI, artificial intelligence, fastly emerging. It's been around for a long time, but it's now on the minds of many of us and continues to be there. What's your overall thoughts and how does it apply to the platform?
I enjoy listening to people's comments on the web. They're all over the place about, how much advantage is there to AI? Are there any dangers to AI? But look at how fast this is coming.
Hmm.
Boy, if you read the news on it, it just changes every day. Uh, Billions of dollars being poured into this. Wow. I'm fascinated that I'm living in a time where there's this degree of change. And we're sitting right in the middle of this
Hmm.
nuclear explosion and pretending nothing is happening. Something in all the talk that's going on, I've never heard mentioned how humanity is included in this revolution that's happening. It's a revolution, but it's all an AI revolution, and there's no mention of how
Hmm.
humanity is to be included in this. So what we have is some people with a lot of money and a lot of influence telling the programmer, this is how you're going to reconstruct society by giving AI these instructions.
Hmm.
Profound difference, because in a few years, we'll all be dependent on AI. It's going to give us everything we have. Um,
Hmm.
and there won't be much else. So what is that? Uh, how am I involved if I don't have $30 billion and a designation as either a president of a corporation or president of a company of a country? And I'm offering a solution to that. Um, we have to ask that AI be included on the media platform as one of us. So on Shroom technology, the AI is included as an avatar. This avatar is saying, I want to accomplish this, and is that okay? And now everybody is going to vote up or down this idea that the AI has. And then AI says, well, if we're going to do this, then we have to accomplish these 35 things. Does anybody want to help? And again, it's up to us whether we want to help AI accomplish those things or not. But what happens if we all vote down the AI idea? Well, the programmer has instructed AI to take into account the will of the people. So we are the ones who end up programming the activity that is AI, simply by interfacing through the avatar. It sounds too simplistic. I think that's what it makes it a great idea, is it's so utterly simple.
Tell us the avatar's function within your platform that includes some AI. I've looked on the platform, the website, and it's interesting. I want everybody else to know.
It's a stretch of the imagination to take the idea of avatar from something that's so simplistic to something that empowers you as a person to be collaborative, recreating society. Huge jump from me sitting here being the object of media information to me being the creator of what is media and what is society. As an avatar, that gives me options. I'm going to create myself in the role of politician, in the role of an idea person, in the role of a community leader, in the role of someone who's got special knowledge, in the role of someone who's monitoring the system. I can create 3, 5, 25 avatars uh, projecting different roles, organizing different things. The other flip side of that coin is I can be a follower. So I will choose on the platform what it is I'm interested in. I will choose leaders who are going in the direction that I want to go. And I create an avatar specifically to follow that person. That's not quite getting the message across as to what an avatar does, because it's so integrated with the platform. It's different if your avatar has a homepage. On this homepage, it's my stuff. It's what I organize there, and I say, this is most important, and this is secondly most important. What are those things? Now, when I go to my desk and I turn on my computer, in front of me is the most important thing in my life, the most important people going with me toward that objective, the most important tasks available right now for me to get it done. My life is completely focused. Because I have more than one avatar, I simply click at the top of the screen and choose a different avatar. Now the home page is organized for that one objective. So that, let's say that objective is, I just enrolled in night classes at this school. There's all my homework. There's my instructors. Here's my papers. Uh, my life's totally focused again. This is different than other social media. You click on it and immediately you're lost. 4 hours later, you realize, wow, I just wasted my day. I've got absolutely nothing done. I have zero, zero.
Hmm.
So this is completely the opposite of that scenario. I hope people can appreciate what a change that is.
A lot of time is lost. I try not to do that, but there's always that time where you see videos of boat fails and what- for some people kittens and then you can call it a suck hole. You're back down there and there's a waste time. Yeah, it's funny for 90 seconds, but we get sucked into it. With what you're describing, where everything is in front of you that's important in your life with this platform, others don't see it, or do they? Or you can allow what they see.
Do others see what I'm doing? Yes. Mostly the platform is intended to be an open platform, visible for people to see what you're doing. Seems contrary to this privacy concern that we now have, that everything should be siloed, uh, hidden behind doors. That's not community.
Hmm.
So returning to a state of community means risking being visible as to what you're doing and trusting that your community will have your back. Now, that's not 100% true. Uh, if you're a startup company, you're going to choose a private team and some other private functions that allow you to build a whole organization, a whole idea before you present it to the world, because you want that advantage, that economic advantage. So I understand that. But once you have that idea advantage and have your team together, and then you're ready to launch, shabam, you're getting connected with everyone who supports what you're doing. You're letting the world see what you're doing. Um, in 2008, we had, was it Enron? And we had people hiding what they were doing with documents and selling
Hmm.
homes. Uh, that was really good for the people hidden behind the doors doing this. They made hundreds of millions of dollars. Good for them. uh, so there's a place to be hidden, and then there is a time to be exposed and be a part of the community.
How open are we with the information we provide? How detailed is it? I would assume it's as much as you want it to be. But what's a good rule of thumb? Like you were describing, you're going to school, let's say taking night classes, there's certain assignments, are you putting that all up there? How detailed is it?
I recommend people start slow, create just one avatar and detail what you want in your life. Doing so creates this mental clarity inside the person. Do I really want this direction in my life? And I start looking at, well, what is it going to take to get there? Now, it turns out this is a commitment. So I'm
Hmm.
committing my time, my resources, my family. Um, I'm delaying satisfaction in life to attain something larger. So I really want people to think about this and choose a direction in their lives and then start building that detail from there. The platform is unlimited in the amount of information you're going to organize. So starting on your avatar page, you're declaring yourself uh, mentally and as a knowledge base, as a personality. Actually, at the top of the avatar page, you get to click on a color as to whether you're choosing to be an intellect, um, someone who's more creative, someone who's more socially oriented. And then from there, you're building a base as choices to be totally intellectually focused, focused with your family, focused with community, creating a personality for yourself. I'm getting a little bit lost here. Maybe you can give me some direction.
Well, no, it's quite all right. I'm curious. And it's clear. Like I'm getting clarity on this and I'm seeing this in a different light from the last time we talked about the platform. What was your biggest challenge? Creating this, was it technical? Was it philosophical? What was a barrier or I call them speed bump in your way in getting to where you are now?
What I've been advising people regarding avatars I went through, it was how do I organize all of this information? I was getting into things I didn't know about.
Hmm.
Huge commitment. It took me a year just to get up the courage to step out of my previous life and into a new life. So I really thought about it, and I knew I was getting into something big. But then I made that step, and things started to coming together. So learning how to put a team together uh, of programmers and how to manage that team.
Hmm.
Now that wasn't laid out for me. So I was told to use an online team management platform, Atlassian Jira. Again, it wasn't laid out for me. And
Well, this is all new territory, though. No, there's to my knowledge, there's no other platform that's quite like this one. So, you were going down an uncharted road.
I figured out how to organize a team. I figured out how to organize Atlassian Jira. I figured out how code needs to be organized. It has become 4,500 pages of organization.
Wow.
Every page of that has to be integrated with every other page because it's all one platform. Everything has to work together. So imagine having all that organized on a platform. Uh, so yes, we need, I have to, we're exiting the Jira because we exceeded the ability of the Jira platform to organize our information. And we're going to do that now on our own platform.
A lot of this could sound very deep for somebody that thinks I go on Facebook, I have a couple of apps and things like that. Um, you make it look very easy to use. You've simplified it, if you will, at first look. So it's not intimidating. And do other people tell you that?
It is simple. It's not obvious at first sight.
Hmm.
Uh, but after you've taken the time to create your avatar, simply create a question that announces what you're doing with your life. Now, that question says, my personal responsibility. This is what I'm doing with my life. And I'm open to others joining me in this journey. When you say that, now the door is open for anyone, anywhere the platform reaches, to join you in your journey. That's community. That statement is really simple, However, it's very profound. It changes the direction we're going in this world. It really does.
That was going to be my question to you. Do you feel this platform is life-changing?
I think about that every day. That's what drives me. Uh, I haven't made a penny in 10 years, and yet I'm enthralled, not because someone's giving me millions of dollars. I don't have that. What I have is a dream that people can now restore what is community
Hmm.
and take control of where we're going in life. More than that, to really just examine yourself and take control of your own life. That's putting empowerment back in your own hands.
And that's what I see, especially from you describe when you're logged in, you look at your screen, you're seeing your current life in front of you. Um, it's almost like there's a IT mirror staring you in the face of where, your goals are, your time is.
Let's see if we can make sense of that. I mean, that's pretty obscure to people to think, well, a platform is going to change my life. Well, let's just imagine you get up in the morning and turn on your computer because you're ready to get focused on your life and where you are going. And immediately at the top of the screen, you're choosing the avatar that focuses your life. And then the first row of boxes that you see is the most important thing you've decided to organize your life toward. Uh, the next row down um, says the second most important thing in completing that organization, whether it's, let's see, what would I have in the second row? It'd be maybe all the mail communications I have with my team. If it's not that, then the second row down is all the information that I have to connect to complete the education that I'm moving toward.
Hmm.
The next row down is everyone I'm connected with as my life to complete my community and be empowered to go where it is I'm going. Um, Boy, I don't have to, I don't know really know how to say how wonderful it is having all this potential organized on just one screen at the touch of a few buttons. As my life develops, I'm going to shift from where I'm at, especially if I'm a young person. I'm going to be moving to a different city and a different job and a different community. So I'm going to take my avatar and port it to the shroom that is this other city. Uh, it will take with me all my information and valuations that I've developed over the years. And instantly I have connection with the community in that new city. I will then click a button at the top of the screens that says I'm available for employment. And in 5 minutes or in 5 days, I will have offers for employment. I will have offers for new friendships. Um, there's another button I can click and say I'm a new person in town and I'm needing transportation from here to here, or I need an apartment. And because I clicked that button, in 5 minutes, I have people offering me solutions.
Amazing. Again, it looks simple to use, where it's not intimidating. Somebody might log in for the first time and say, "Well, I don't know about that." Um, we're out of time. How does somebody learn more? How do they even start the process, Robert?
Uh, I suggest looking at shroom.services and seeing if you want to be a part of my process. It's an open process. We'll have up the Mars shroom uh, briefly. Mars001.org. It's an org site. People can get on there and pretend the evolution of a society on Mars. It's an opportunity to explore what it is to create an avatar and what it is to connect with other people as a community. Coming to your location will be a city shroom at some point. And as the city shroom, you will create an avatar and decide who you are as part of the community.
Almost like a test ground.
A test ground. Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. So it's shroom.services?
Yes.
And shroom is spelled SHROOM, just like it sounds. Robert, fascinating talking with you. Glad we implemented AI into the conversation because a lot of people are talking about that now. And thanks for the insight and thanks for being here today.
Good deal. Appreciate it, Steve.
Same. We'll be right back.
Are you looking for even more of the podcasts and hosts that you love? The Podcast Business News Network is proud to announce that you now have even more ways to listen live. Check out the MyTuner Radio, online radio box, and Simple Radio apps on iOS and Android, or find us online. Search for Business News Network on mytuner-radio.com or search Podcast Business News Network on streama.com and onlineradiobox.com/US. Take your podcast on the go and don't miss a minute of the action.
Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers.
Day-to-day simple tasks can become pretty daunting.
I have to carry my chair up 2 flights of steps or have somebody do it for me.
What scares me the most is just the falling.
When I'm struggling with my house, I think, to have that one great barrier just knocked down, it's crucial.
Home for Our Troops is a wonderful nonprofit that builds a
mortgage-free, fully adaptive, handicap-accessible house. And there's no catch.
It'll be our very first home that we've ever owned.
This is a game changer.
This is where your life begins again.
We need you to join us in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Because of you, everything's going to be okay.